Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today we're going to engage with guided meditation. This will involve some concentration, which hopefully will lead to a more receptive state where we're able to sink back into our awareness. This practice is great to do at the end of your asana practice or at the end of a pranayama practice, but it can also be done at the beginning of a longer period of seated meditation, or really just as a quick practice to do at some point during the day when you need to center your mind and you find that you're being dragged around in a number of different directions. This really can help bring you some focus and some clarity and a sense of connection. So establish your comfortable seat. Remember, all these practices, these seated practices, can be performed in a chair. Let's try to keep your spine straight if you're going to sit in a chair to allow for the free flow of energy. If you're seated on the ground, you may find that adding some height underneath your hips in the form of a block or a bolster or a folded blanket might be useful. Make sure your knees are resting comfortably on the ground. And then once you find your comfortable seat, shift a little side to side. Make sure you're balanced right to left on your sits bones. Release the low belly. Feel that natural curve. Forward curve of the low back, not creating a sway back, but not rounding the back either. Chest is lifted, shoulder blades sliding down the back, hands resting comfortably on the lap, any place you like. Shoulders in line with the ears, shoulders and ears over the hips, lifting up through the crown of the head. If you haven't already, close your eyes. Bring the tip of your tongue against the juncture where the back of your top teeth meet the roof of your mouth. And then bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. And if you find that it's difficult for you to bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows, you may find it's helpful to picture a small ball of white light floating there. Really try to see this small ball of white light and feel it there between your eyebrows. And now move the ball of white light to your right ear. So imagine the ball of white light traveling to your right ear. And then notice what's happening on the right side of your body. Do you feel any corresponding energetic shifts or opening on the right side of your body? And now bring that ball of white light to the back of your skull. Notice what you feel in your back body. And now shifting it over to your left ear. Notice any corresponding shifts in the energetic condition on the left side of your body. And then bringing the ball of white light forward back between the space between your eyebrows. Go back in the other direction. Left ear, back of the skull, right ear, space between the eyebrows. Now imagine that there's a cross running from the space between your eyebrows, or a line running from the space between your eyebrows to the back of your skull, and another line running between your right and your left ear. So it forms a cross. Those two lines form a cross right in the center of your brain. Slide the ball of white light back to the center of your brain. Now imagine that there's an infinity sign lying between your right ear and your left ear, so that the ball of white light is right at the center of that infinity sign, or the figure eight. And then slowly start to move the ball of white light along the infinity sign, almost as if it was a race car moving along the tracks. And you may notice that as you move the ball of white light that your eyeballs are shifting behind your closed lids. It's okay. And then slowly pick up the pace, moving the ball a little faster. And then slowing it down again. And then reversing the direction. Pick up the pace. Slowing it down again. And then little by little, allow that ball of white light just to come to rest right back in the center of the brain, at the center of that cross, between your right and your left ear, and between the back of your skull and the space between your eyelids. And slowly watch as a ball of white light drops down through your skull, into your throat, along the front of your spine, traveling all the way down into the center of your chest, behind your sternum, in front of your spine. And notice that the ball of white light starting to pulsate gently with your breathing. And as you watch, start to feel that ball of white light expand so that it fills up the entire area of your chest, inside your ribs, your chest, up to your collarbones, the upper back, the mid back, and then expanding even beyond the confines of your chest. Expanding until you find yourself seated within the ball of white light. And then continue to watch as the ball of white light expands in every direction. Forward, to the sides, up, back, down into the ground. Expanding in all directions. Heading out toward the horizon in your mind's eye. And even beyond. Until everything that you can perceive or think or imagine is held within this field of white light. And see if you can give permission for whatever is left of your small self feels isolated from this light to release into the light. Just receiving, witnessing, and enjoying the experience of being at one with this field of white light. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like, allowing yourself to receive and rest back into your awareness. And when you're ready to go about your day, just take your time as you transition. And see if you can set an intention to keep resting back periodically into your awareness, as you perform the yoga of the rest of your day. Namaste.